round of 81 featuring a FreakinAndy taking on... Oh, wait. Tryhard is going to be in green. Tryhard. Why are there two FreakinAndys? Oh, my God. We're going to try that again. 1 second. Because this is the intro for YouTube, too. It's like... Everything was wrong. Is that right now? Is that right? All right, one more time. Bring a fire 4. It's the round of 81. FreakinAndy. It still says it.
Holy, look at all this damage, and we're gonna repair it using flex.
We're just rolling with it. I'll put the whole thing in. Fuck it. just deal with it, YouTube. God, the numbers and like it's all wrong anyways.
Well, we're boned.
It's all incorrect. It's whatever.
Right to jail, right away.
I tried. AotteraOne is in teal and the left.
Right
Wait, no,
away.
it is shaped right. Okay, good. I don't even need this for this part. That's the sad part. We literally don't even need it for this section of the tournament. It just looks nice and has the tournament logo in it. The elos are correct. AotteraOne is the low elo. Your money's on FreakinAndy if there's two of them. Might have tried to monk rush on Arabia too much. Okay, so let's talk about the map. We're on Hamburger. Hamburger is one of is it the only water map in the tournament this year? Yeah, it's the only water map in the tournament. But there is a caveat to that. So kings cannot garrison in Ring of Fire. They also cannot garrison into transport ships. Okay? They cannot garrison into transport ships. No, that's not true, Hurricane Harry. We had we've had the losers show up just to see the casting too, and sure, everybody's been really good about not spoiling. Okay. The only time we've had spoilers have been people that pointed things out after they happened and I missed them. They're like, "Hey, you missed the king snipe that I did," and I'm like, "Oh." So players have been great. Thank you to all the players who have been great about the spoilers. Can they transport? No, they cannot garrison into transport ships. This was an issue that we were having problems with. Char was making the script. She's like, the kings won't garrison into the transport ships. Do we want that? Do you want them to garrison into transport ships? And I was just like, nah, nah. Let's leave them in the middle and just see what happens. And it's been pretty amazing so far. So it's this map traditionally in Ring of Fire has been like it's. I'm not gonna say terrible, but it definitely has a reputation for just lasting just forever. Some of the longest games that we've had were on this map, mainly because the Malay get fish traps that last infinitely. And then the Portuguese are really good about walling off corners with like Vitorias and stuff. And between those two civs, we had games last year that just went on forever, including one in particular between MBL and Hera, which I think went like 7 in real life hours. Or something just absolutely, it was insane. And they were both not happy about it afterwards. Understandably. But because the kings are stuck in the middle, map control matters like a ton. Like you break into someone's base, they don't have anywhere to hide because they can't send their king anywhere other than this area. Like the center island is the only place you can send the king. So generally, the best strat we've seen has been to like get a castle down, get more castles down, get docks down, and then just control the whole area as much as you can. The issue is that you can still have like cavalry archers or conchs or something. And I say conchs because green is Spanish, and or something, organ guns. They have that range and the ability to snipe those kings. Isn't it unfair that Otter's map is blocked by wood in the middle? So generally, you would think that. But in the vast majority of cases where one player is blocked off in this manner, they also tend to get the smallest section of land. And we decided as organizers way back in Ring of Fire 2 that was an acceptable, fair trade-off. So generally, if you have this middle water section, I think we only ever had to re-hamburger once in the history. Generally, if you have this middle water section, usually it'll connect all 3 players if it's fair. Sometimes you have this unfair spawn, but almost universally in cases where you have the unspare river spawn like this, 1 player will have a smaller section. So, I don't know. I like the randomness of it. Hamburger, it's this map and this mode are both conducive to aggression, which is good for the tournament. And I think that if you're playing Wrang of Fire 4 to stretch the game out to super late post-imp, then you're probably going to lose more games than you win simply because of the reality that kings will get sniped. And the longer you go, the more at risk you are. So if you are a player that tends to take games late, then you'll have more games where you're more likely to be king sniped and lose games that you'd otherwise would win. So it's definitely in everyone's... that's my read on the meta, at least. I don't know, maybe you guys could think. Wrang of Fire 2 admins were probably high. Wrang of Fire 2 was an insane... still can't believe Wrang of Fire 2 happened when it did. Like, that was really early in my channel's existence. And I was like a super nobody, had never hosted any serious tournament of any kind. And this is all built on the back of that. If you guys like my casting, if you like my weird settings, but wish I was doing standard 1v1s, you just wait until the next tournament. Okay? I got something really fun planned for that. I'll just say it's gonna be only bans too. Which is a 1v1 mode where players can only ban maps and civs and they can't select them. It's all randomized. Last year we had a lot of interest from players the past year asking about when that was going to happen. So consider this the informal announcement that only bans 2 will happen. It might not be called that. We might remark it. Maddie, yeah, you've been in every Wrang of Fire, including the original one, which was a 1v1 tournament with like I just picked like the most hellish maps. It was like Budapest, Socotra, Hamburger. It was like, oh god. And then I made all my streamer friends at the time and my community members playing a tournament for our entertainment. It was great. We're doing only bans too. Yes, that's confirmed. Congrats, introducing more tournaments, but not the players. In orange in the northeast, FreakinAndy playing as the Portuguese. In green in the south, Tryhard in green in the south is Tryhard in green in the south. Is Tryhard in green in the south. Playing in green in the south is Tryhard. Playing in the south in green as Spanish. In northwest, we got TheOtterOne in teal playing as the Tatars.
Another one.
Explosion.
Another one. Another one.
Another one. Oh, God. Green in the south. So on Hamburger, you kind of want to go forwards and wall like this. This prevents the opponent from breaking in. In green and orange's case, they have to wall the center as well. And in FreakinAndy's case, he's chosen to wall basically nothing except set up a really kind of... I'm going to call it a potato queue. A potato... I was saying potato queue. A potato choke. I don't... Maybe this is the way because he's so far away from that section of his woodline? I don't know. 2K things, guys. 2K things.
New hat.
FreakinAndy coming around the south with a fire ship. Water control can be important for eco. Also, you still may want to make an early transport ship because otherwise your eco will get hemmed in. Like if you are Tryhard in TheOtterOne and you get hemmed in right now, you don't want that. You want to be able to expand out and get your gold and your stone so that you can secure the middle stronger for your king. Andy looking for Green's fish that doesn't exist. I think Tryhard's going fast castle, right? Yeah. Fast castle in the comics makes a lot of sense. Already going forwards to drop the castle. Does Otter guy seems like it. Be nice, Joey. Ooh. Tryhard's going to castle drop. I got myself a drink, and then I didn't drink any of the drink that I got. And now my voice is suffering. This is going to deny FreakinAndy's castle of... Oh, no, it's not. No, he had enough stone. He had barely enough stone after that last drop-off. I was just going to say, I don't think he's going to have enough stone. I'll have to use the market, but nope. Going to get his castle off, and we're going to have, I guess, conks versus organ guns. Portuguese do get decent enough monks to deal with conquistadors. You know what? I've always wanted to see this. I'm actually stoked just to see, for not even about Wrang of Fire, just to see this matchup. I want to see if a Spanish castle dropping a Portuguese will amount to anything, quite frankly. Gotta be careful. Like, conks do, what, 16 damage. King has 75 and no armor. So that's like 4 conks. It's not going to be one shot. Well, it's like you can one shot a king with 5 conks. Or 2 shot a king with 5 conks. I don't know. Gotta be careful is what I'm saying. But organ guns versus conquistador is what I'm kind of pumped about. Let's see here. Conks have 16 damage, 55 attack, and 6 range. Organ guns have 1 more range and 5 more HP, but they're slow as crap. Meanwhile, teal and green, not really bothering each other. So the organ guns outrange the conks. So if FreakinAndy's careful, I wonder if is Arquebus castle or imp technology? Someone in chat remind me. Portuguese get a tech called Arquebus that gives their gunpowder units better accuracy. This is getting bad. I think FreakinAndy might need to think about redemption monks. Or, not redemption monks. Just needs to think about monks. And then I was going to say, normally in this situation, you'd be getting pressured by the Portuguese and you'd switch to redemption monks. But because we're being aggressive, the mangonels should do okay. And then you just add monks defensively to convert the conks, which are vulnerable to conversion. They're like knights, sort of, in terms of their convertibility. The organ guns with the range, though, I feel like they're not even hitting the conks. This is weird. Is green really microing those that well? It's crazy. I thought I saw transport. Yeah, TheOtterOne is got a transport ship. Andy didn't wall the middle pond. Andy didn't wall, did Andy even wall out here? Andy didn't wall at all. Diving time? Yeah, the conks could probably dive the castle and get the king. Does Tryhard see the king, though? We got to see Tryhard's point of view. He has no idea. The king could be over here for all Tryhard knows. Behind, like, 2 other castles. Or something. Risky not to dive? I actually kind of agree. You kind of have one over a little bit on FreakinAndy. Like, you have him in a decent position for attacking. You need some... And I'm going back to outposts. Like, outposts are so darn important on this mode. Green should have some outposts. And maybe try and get a ship around this side just to see. Blue and orange kind of in a fight over the water here. TheOtterOne expanding to the outside. Green gonna dive with the kings. Gotta be careful. 2K is gonna convert some conquistadors. You don't really want to give those conks up. And you can't... That's not gonna do anything against the monks' conversions. I'm sorry to say. Yep, even just like one or like an outpost here, right? And now you know where the king is. Outpost and town watch are like so good. You need vision in your opponents. You need to figure out where the king is, and you can't until you have Treason and Imp. So if you have any hope of doing what Tryhard's hoping to do, it's like other than that, you're like YOLOing and hoping to get a king snipe. As Tryhard decides to start hitting TheOtterOne's vills on the woodline. I don't know if your best interest here is going to be to make enemies like that. And he hits Imp. And could we see Fatoria's coming? And he's selling for gold. What? I'm sorry, to get a Treb. We're getting block printing and Sanctity. Ooh, block printing on the conks will be bad news for Tryhard. The super range monks will just like convert these so quickly. I didn't see if he had redemption, but ooh, gotta be careful. The mango shots on the monk. Mango shot on the monks. Whoa! That was definitely worth it for FreakinAndy. Great trade for FreakinAndy there. Great micro there. OtterOne's eco, while this is happening, though, kind of taken off. He's on 3 TCs. Don't forget, Tatars get those extra sheep under their town centers when they build them. So his eco is just, like, humming. 80 vills compared to FreakinAndy's 46. Now, FreakinAndy has an out, though, is that he can instantly build 20 villagers of eco. Not instantly, but pretty quickly build 20 villagers of eco by dropping Fatorias. 4 TCs. There's one down on here on the wood, too. Thanks for the call out. Now, we haven't seen any coordination or chatting between the players, so I'm pretty sure this is just Tryhard doing his best to achieve something in the tournament, which may have been to go for the King Snipe. I mean, it's not the worst strategy. You take out the 2K, and then maybe you just try and 1v1 OtterOne, and you lean on your elo spread to help you through post-imp, maybe. But yeah, he's going to have to abandon that castle. He is spending way too much stone keeping it up. His king is very exposed. OtterOne could go and just kill Tryhard. He'd probably kill both players with a bunch of cav archers right now. Speaking of which. And could we be about to see the first double king snipe? Problem is, FreakinAndy imp and has block printing monks, so you'll need a lot of cav archers. Ballistics, though. OtterOne obviously thinking about a Castle Age King Snipe here. No Fatorias yet from FreakinAndy. He's in a defensible position, too. Like, he would be struggled to be pushed, even if OtterOne did decide to all-in FreakinAndy right now. I think FreakinAndy might be able to hold him off. And he doesn't have to worry about Tryhard, does he? Tryhard has no castle to produce conks from and no conks. Kind of crazy how he's doing so well in a straight 1v1 with over 1k elo difference. I disagree. I think FreakinAndy played this the way he wanted to, which was the defensive castle drop, and I'm just waiting to see the conks get added. He had to win this faster than OtterOne attacked him. So if you're FreakinAndy right now, you're already stoked. Like, immediately start doing damage to teal. Use your imp advantage on the other player. Don't even care about green. Like, green's basically dead anyways. Like, FreakinAndy's an imp too. Don't forget, he's gonna get all those eco upgrades and stuff. Ooh, Tryhard should pop the mango onto the monks, right? There we go. OtterOne's eco is all outside. Not all outside. He's got a little bit of eco. He has like 6 villagers out here, Emperor. Most of his eco's right here. He's got 23 farms here, and he's taking this wood line. And OtterOne hits imp, and now FreakinAndy has got to start to worry. And I'm still questioning the lack. Now I'm questioning even more so the lack of Faitoria. I know we have to gather. Maybe that's why we're on the stone. Is not going to be for another castle. It's going to be for Fatorias. We've got 5 monks, 4 organ guns. We are not producing anything but organ guns now. We even have some conks kicking around. And converting some vills is actually going to be a decent boost to the eco of FreakinAndy. Reminder, if you're just joining us, this is Ungarrisonable Kings. It's standard conquest other than that. You lose your king, you lose. There's the first Faitoria going down. It'll give Andy quite the boost here in eco in a bit. Green not out of it. Has another castle back up. Is on 55 Vils. And FreakinAndy's not going to have that happen again. He's going to wall off that middle. FreakinAndy's got some Vils on OtterOne's side of the wood line. Snatching up. Ooh, more map control. In comes OtterOne with the Cav Archers. King has to be microed away. There's not a lot of space to run. And it's going to come down to can FreakinAndy block out the Cav Archers. It is Conquest Zach's attacks. It's Conquest other than King. If you hit a King, then it's instantly over. We got rid of Relic and Wonder Victories. I got tired about yelling about Wonders getting built. I wanted something different this year. And I felt like this would be a more exciting way to break things up. Ooh, this is bad. The Cav Archers tracking that down. Remember, OtterOne can research Treason, so he probably just researched it again. Oh no! King micros the wrong way. Cav Archers with ballistics are going to snipe. Ooh, the King dodges shots. No! The monk was there, maybe could have healed, and OtterOne pulls off the snipe on FreakinAndy. And now he's coming forwards into Green's base. Green wide open. Those Cav Archers are going to go full send. And Tryhard is going to be knocked out. The double King snipe from OtterOne played this like a champ. I'm calling it right now. It's just a matter of time until the Cav Archers make their way down far enough south to hit that King. Maybe the light Cav will come in and do it. This is looking over, though. Tryhard on the ropes. Light Cav break through. OtterOne on the hunt. Cav Archers coming in from the south. The full commit from OtterOne here. He can afford this even if he loses all of this. Would still have double the eco. Tryhard hitting Imp behind this. The snipe. The King dodges once. It dodges twice. Tryhard microing for his life. And the King goes down.
Another one.
Oh, that was great. The King dance at the end was pretty epic. Imagine if he'd microed the King away from ballistics long enough for the conks in the castle to take the Cav Archers out.
Another one.
GG, well played. Another game finishing under 40 minutes here at Wrang of Fire as we have, I think we've cracked the code to 1v1v1, guys. I think we've cracked the code. Watch where the CA came from. No! Teal literally chops his way to Tryhard. By the way. The one's on FreakinAndy? Oh, yeah, I missed where the Cav Archers came from. Good call. Hold on. FreakinAndy King Snipe. There we go. Look where the Cav Archers came from. Did you transport them in? Pog champ! OtterOne with the transported Cav Archers, guys. The transported Cav Archers from OtterOne. And I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen this yet before. That's how these Cav Archers got in. Sick play from OtterOne. I thought FreakinAndy was going to save the King here. But those Cav Archers were on a mission, man. It really looked like FreakinAndy had a chance at saving the King, but that paid off so massively for OtterOne. And the double King snipe, the back-to-back double King snipe from OtterOne, taking out his opponents. And GG, well played. OtterOne is through to the round of 27. Holy crap.
Another one.
Another one.